Princess Uru, who was the heir to the throne of the Inca Empire, was a beloved child by all. Her father, Curaca Kúntur Capac, had given her the best education and showered her with affection every day.
When you grow up, you will be the heir to all of this, my daughter, and you will be fair and good to your people.
Given the importance of her role, the father of Princess Uru always made great efforts to prepare her to be a great ruler, just like he was, ensuring she was surrounded by the best teachers available. However, Princess Uru not only was not very aware of what it meant to govern, but she also soon began to change her sweet character, despising everything she learned and disregarding each and every effort made by her father. The young princess only enjoyed putting on 1,001 dresses, touching her nose and belly all the time, and yawning loudly and often. This unfortunate way of passing the time also did not help her become more serene and friendly. She had a very strong character that had little to do with her father's affection and kind words. Moreover, if she didn't get whatever she wanted, Uru would get so angry that she had no hesitation in making the life of anyone who crossed her path a living hell. But one day, the princess's father passed away, and Uru had to take on his position as Kúntur Capac had announced to her so many times. In the first few days, the princess appeared to act responsibly, trying to learn as much as she could and behaving more or less normally. But that didn't last long, as soon she began to feel so bad and so bored that her yawns returned, growing bigger and louder than before. One morning, she addressed her secretaries, saying,
"I'm so bored! Isn't this the saddest job in the world? Someone else will have to deal with all this, because my life is elsewhere, filled with travel, surprises, and new dresses. I resign."
All of the attendants of the now Queen Uru tried by all means to make her see reason, but it was useless, because the princess began to shamelessly squander all the gold she had, and treated her entire people, including her attendants, very unfairly and wickedly, imposing high taxes on all to fund her whim.
How dare you contradict me? I am the queen, and I am right.
She would exclaim, furious and filled with rage when her attendants tried to make her understand the error of her actions. Then, out of control, Queen Uru ordered the arrest of all her secretaries appointed by her father, and that they be punished with the blows of a strap. She said that,
"From now on, I will be queen and secretary, and no one will give me orders or advice, for I am the one who knows what to do. My commands will be my wishes, and the people will grant them all."
Uru shouted happily and euphorically. She ordered the whip to be brought to her immediately. In that moment, just as the queen approached the prisoners to whip them for disrespecting her, her arm became completely paralyzed. Suddenly, Queen Uru shouted with a terrified voice,
"What is happening? What is going on? I can't move my arm."
The entire kingdom fell into a complete and astonished silence, not knowing what to do when, suddenly, a goddess appeared over the horizon with a beautiful golden cloak.
"You have gone too far, Uru, and your people do not deserve your bad governance. So I am going to punish you and free your people from all your scorn and your wrongdoing,"
said the goddess emphatically. The mysterious goddess then stripped Uru of all her vanity and all her powers and whims, condemning her to work for all eternity. Then the ground trembled and the goddess disappeared, leaving a trail of brightness and a great silence in that Inca village. And after the tumult, a small, insignificant spider with a very dark, hairy body could be seen. It was Princess Uru who had been transformed into an insect. What indignation Uru felt when she realized, but no one could hear her complaints anymore, since no one ever listened to what a spider had to say, and she had to limit herself to weaving her web with sadness forever in the corners of her former beautiful palace.